Folks, World Cup cocktail time with Tim continues, and today it's Australia. Yes, the Socceroos. Now, for most of the last century, except for the early 70s, the Socceroos never made it, and they're really not really part of the World Cup conversation or really international soccer competition. But since 2006, they've made it every year. And in fact, that 2006 year, led by Tim Cahill, they actually got out of the group, which is pretty good for, basically the first time in modern history that they qualified for the World Cup. But no one expected them to get out of this group. They're in Group D, but they surprised everybody after getting spanked 4-1 by France. They beat Tunisia and they beat Denmark for 1-0 to advance, but then they faced the juggernaut of Argentina. Now, this isn't the Argentina team that everybody thought was going to just crush out in this tournament, and the Socceroos made a game of it. In fact, their young 18-year-old superstar, Grind Cool, who is the youngest player to play since Pele in 1958, at 18 years and some number of days. So he had a great little showing, almost scored the tying goal to send it to overtime, but in any case, they're going home, but nice showing for the Socceroos. Okay. So what are they drinking? Well, they drink a lot of things down there, but I'm going to make a riff on using Australian ingredients of the Moscow Mule. So for those of you who remember the Moscow Mule, you got your handy copper mug here. And then we're going to use, now in a Moscow Mule you use, of course, vodka, and Smirnoff is the original. Here I'm going to use this Four Pillars Australian gin that is distilled right outside of Melbourne, Australia. Did I say that right? Melbourne is how you say it. And then I'm going to combine it with this, really my go-to ginger beer. It's Bundaberg. Now you can get it, it's made in and around Sydney. You can get it in diet, which I have, diabetic friendly, or you can get it in full sugar. It's great, so we're going to top that there at about 4 to 6 ounces or so. And then I'm going to add a half, almost the wrong way there, a half of a lime. We're going to squeeze that in there. And then we're just going to drop the half shell, give it a little turn, and there you have what I'm calling a Melbourne Roo instead of a Moscow Mule for the Socceroos of Australia. Thanks for showing up, thanks for entertaining us, and good luck in the next tournament. Cheers, mate.